All that glitter is bad. There's a new war brewing, and it's against everyone's favorite sparkly decor, which experts are now calling a global hazard. Glitter is made from millimeter-sized bits of a polymer known as PET or mylar. Scientists consider it a microplastic and argue that it should be banned. Glitter filters into the oceans, where it gets mistaken for food by fish and other sea creatures and can leach out harmful chemicals into the marine environment. A 2014 study estimated that the world's seas contain roughly 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic trash, with microplastics accounting for 92.4%. The UK is set to officially ban items that contain tiny plastics called microbeads by 2018, with other countries also following suit. Some British nurseries have already taken up the call for no glitter and banned the use of the product in their facilities. Now, if only we can get the rest of the world to follow suit. Mother Nature does not approve. Most of the plastic in the ocean comes from these countries. Plastic waste is slowly but surely taking over the world's oceans, and the bulk of them apparently comes from just 5 Asian countries. A study from Ocean Conservancy estimates that 55 to 60% of plastic polluting the oceans comes from 5 countries: China, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam. Uncollected and mismanaged waste on land accounts for about 80% of the 8 million metric tons of trash that flow into the oceans each year. Environmental organization Greenpeace claims corporations are also at fault for selling products in single-use plastic packaging, especially in so-called sachet economies like the Philippines. Various studies have shown that plastic pollution negatively impacts marine animals and may be indirectly affecting humans through the food chain. Fortunately, improving waste management practices in the 5 countries can result in a 45% reduction of global plastic waste leakage by 2025. In tackling plastic pollution, everyone has a role to play. From governments and big conglomerates to the people on the street, every bit helps. Keystone Pipeline spills 210,000 gallons of oil. What a surprise! The Keystone Pipeline just spilled a whole bunch of oil, this time in South Dakota. The Keystone Pipeline runs from Hardisty, Alberta to Cushing, Oklahoma and Wood River, Pacoda, Illinois. On Thursday morning, it leaked 210,000 gallons, or 5,000 barrels, of oil in Marshall County, South Dakota, near Amherst. TransCanada, the company that owns the pipeline, said it detected a drop in pressure around 6 a.m. and shut down the pipeline. TransCanada said it received permission from the landowner to investigate the spill and plan cleanup. This would be the largest Keystone oil spill to date in South Dakota. Nice. With such good news like this, we should definitely okay the proposed Keystone XL pipeline immediately.
Solar panels may not be all that good for the environment. America's growing reliance on solar power may have created a new enemy for environmentalists, a greenhouse gas that's thousands of times more potent than CO2. Greenhouse gas emissions in the U.S. are 82% carbon dioxide. The gas nitrogen trifluoride, or NF3, accounts for only a small margin, but is on the rise. CO2 levels have risen only 5.6% from 1990 to 2015, but levels of NF3 have seen more than 1,000% increase over those same 25 years. This exponential rise has been linked to the manufacturing sector, which uses the chemical to make solar panels, semiconductors, and LCDs. NF3 is mainly used as a cleaning agent to clear away excess silicon. Though mostly eliminated during use, a small percentage is leaked into the atmosphere. It's unclear exactly how much has been leaked, but scientists warn that NF3 is highly effective at trapping heat and can remain in the atmosphere for up to 740 years. Scientists warn that NF3, when combined with CO2 and other greenhouse gases, could lead to a climate problem, especially with NF3 emissions rising not only in the US, but in growing solar markets in Asia as well. With carbon dioxide proving difficult to limit, environmentalists could soon target NF3 in their quest to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Here's some news that won't give you a buzz. Popular pesticides used on common crops prevent bees from laying eggs and could eventually cause bee populations to die out. That would be a disaster for us humans because we rely on bees to pollinate much of our food. A group of pesticides known as neonicotinoids are used on some of the most commonly grown crops in the U.S., including corn, soybean, and canola. According to a study in the UK, the neonicotinoid thiamethoxam is harmful to bee populations. The study showed that in laboratory conditions, bumblebee queens exposed to the pesticide were 26% less likely to lay eggs. However, the study said that other factors in the wild, such as the loss of wild flowers, parasites, or climate change, may also have a harmful impact on bee populations. Without queen bees laying eggs, there would be no bee colonies, so the results of the study are likely to lead to further calls to restrict the use of pesticides. Neonicotinoids were temporarily banned in the European Union in 2013, and the EU may now decide to make that ban permanent.